afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching WY TV. It's another edition of News Review. I am Ojuayo Adele, and with me in the studio today I have...
I'm Ambassador Rochimorilu, son of the prophetess, the man who resembles Wike. Good afternoon to all of us all over the world.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for joining me in the studio today.
Thanks for having me in the studio.
Our sponsor still remains Nokpa Herbal Sweet. It's Nokpa Herbal, where you can get any kind of herbal. We have Nokpa Herbal Mixture, Herbal Cool, Herbal Tonic, Herbal Energy Flusher, Herbal Energy Powder, Herbal Bitters. Whichever you want, just you can call the number that is showing on your screen, or you just send a DM. Yours is to order, ours is to deliver. And a big thank you to see you in person of Praise Dr. Noah Adeleke Oshindi Ajalakusagba.
The transformer for those boys that believe they don't have transformer, don't have the electricity.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how we do it on the show. We bring to you news that made it to the top. We're going to show commercial break. When we come back, we'll discuss the one that we should discuss. And we will not be the only one talking. You can also do your talking in the comment section. On Punch newspaper today, I have gunmen kidnap Channels TV reporter in Rivers demands 30 million naira. Lagos court grants Emefiele 50 million naira bail. Kingmakers decides on Olubadan today. Mohbad, Lagos monarch denies fathering late singer's son. On Vanguard newspaper, we have Okwama, army invades another Delta community, arrests 10 persons, raises homes. Junior Pope, Alfanta, money I sprayed into river saved me, survival. Abducted Federal University Wukari students regain freedom. Lassa fever kills 150 in Nigeria, NCDC. And on Daily Post newspaper, I have bandits flee as troops intensify offensive in Zamfara. Electricity tariff will reduce if exchange rate drops to 1,000 naira per dollar. Adelabu. Afenifere seeks urgent move to preserve Yoruba language. These are the news that made it to the top today. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we're back, we'll talk on the one we feel we should talk about. Don't go nowhere, stay tuned, we'll be right back.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Herbal Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
With Nokpa for management of power.
You're welcome back from that short commercial break. That is our sponsor, Nokpa Herbal. Like I said earlier, you can make your order by calling the number that is showing on your screen, or by sending a DM, and a quick response will be given to you. What did you say, I said that?
Well, we don't need to beat around the bush. If you have ever texted Nokpa, there's no need of telling you to keep on buying it. Because I believe if you have texted it once, you'll be the one looking for it. So you don't know what you are missing, not until when you get this Nokpa.
And it is good to take care of your health, because there's a saying that says health is wealth. Yeah, the first one today, we have gunmen kidnap Channels TV reporter in Rivers, demands 30 million naira as ransom.
In fact, when I first asked the news, it's a very worrisome news, and it's still barbaric and unacceptable in the present situation of the country. If government could go to the extent of kidnapping Channels television correspondent, we automatically need to buckle up. And this 30 million naira ransom they were demanding, where did they expect them to get 30 million naira? I believe if the guy had 30 million naira, he would be working with Channels television, except if they are expecting the organization to bring the money to them before the release of this guy. How many years do you think this guy is going to work before recovering the sum of 30 million naira?
Government kidnapped the journalist and reporter with Channels television, Mr. Joshua Rogers, at his residence in Rivers State on Thursday night. Rogers, who covers the Rivers State government house for his organization, was reportedly trailed after he closed from work to his residence. The miscreants accosted him before he alighted from his car, pointed a gun at him, and whisked him away along with his vehicle off to an unknown destination at about 9 p.m. A source who said he doesn't want his name mentioned said the reporter had earlier covered an event where the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, inaugurated a primary health care center. They said the facility was built and donated to the state by the PAMO Educational Foundation, founded by the former Rivers governor, Dr. Peter Odili. On Thursday, the source said yes, he was kidnapped last night at his residence in Room OC and taken away in his car by some unknown gunmen. We are appealing to the kidnappers to release him immediately and unearth. He's just a journalist doing his job and not a money bag. So I don't know the purpose of his kidnap. It was also gathered that the hoodlums had contacted his wife and demanded 30 million naira as ransom before releasing him. All efforts to speak to the spokesperson for the State Police Command, Grace Iringi Koko, for confirmation were unsuccessful as she was not picking up her calls and messages were sent to her. She did not reply the messages.
Well, federal government has a lot of job to do on the area of insecurity, and what they need to do most is the insecurity. Because they left the insecurity undone, looking for a beating around the bush, hiking petrol price, hiking fuel, electricity tariff, all this and that. In fact, I wonder, I don't know where Adelabu got his senses from.
But we are going to get to that.
We are going to get to that. So you see, please, federal government, we want to urge you, buckle up insecurity in the town, because when there is where there is insecurity in the land, people won't be able to go about doing their businesses. Most especially, do you know how many farmers that have been sacked from their farmland, that they could not gain access to their farmland based on the insecurity that was on the surface of the country?
I think this government that kidnapped this guy, they are not actually expecting the money from the guy's family.
They are expecting it from Channels Television.
Now, picking on the journalist, I think it is actually a wrong move. The people you've been kidnapping all this while, it is a wrong move. But now going as far as kidnapping a journalist, I don't know the reason why that man was kidnapped in the first place. Probably because they thought he had a lot of money on him and all that. Or they just kidnapped him because of the name of the team, television that he carried, which is Channel Television. And everybody believes Channel Television is a multi-million TV. This thing. So I just urge the kidnappers, please and please, don't make a wife go husbandless, don't make her a widow, and don't let children be a fatherless. The children be fatherless, not having father in their life. It is not easy losing somebody you love, and at the end of the day, I just hope the kidnappers, once they even get the money, I hope they will release this man in peace and not in pieces, because it is another thing to bring the money.
To bring the money is another thing to release them and to come out alive.
That is where Nigeria security actually lacks a lot. We need a lot of security. Like Oluwo of Iwo Land, that is in Osho. He said Nigeria is a place whereby we need police officers of over 10 million or so. I think, yes, because now giving us just little police officers.
Even the little ones we have, they normally goes about with all these politicians.
No, so
what are they doing with policemen?
If
their conscience is clear.
Nigeria is a big country, so little security officers will not be enough for us. We need enough security officers that can actually cover the whole this thing that we have in Nigeria. So we are still going to plead on the federal government to actually help us look into it, so as to reduce the rates of kidnapping, banditry, and all that. This one says Lagos courts grants Emefiele 50 million naira bail.
But I was so surprised by what I'm seeing with the judiciary system. Though we all knew that the judiciary system of Nigeria
failed us already.
No, it fails. Automatically, what are they trying to encourage? They are trying to encourage you that if you want to embezzle money, you make sure you embezzle at least you embezzle a lot of money, not for you to embezzle. See
the amount of money Emefiele was accused of $4.5 billion and now 2.8 billion naira, and it's just to pay 50 million
naira for his bill. In fact, I feel the shame of the judiciary system of Nigeria. Bobrisky was sentenced to 6 months imprisonment without any bail condition, all because he abused the naira. Now somebody who embezzle Nigerian money, said you should go and pay 50 million naira. In fact, it's a shame on the judiciary system of the
different offenses. The Lagos State Special Offences Court has granted the embattled former Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele bail of 50 million naira after being charged with a 26 count, bordering on alleged abuse of office and irregular allocation of $4.5 billion and 2.8 billion naira respectively. This was done by Justice Rahman Oshodi on Friday, which is today. Justice Rahman Oshodi made the remand order shortly after the anti-graft agency arraigned Emefiele on 26 counts, bordering on abuse of office, accepting gratifications, corrupt demand, receiving properties fraudulently obtained, and conferring corrupt advantage. Listen to all these offenses. In the substance of the charges, the EFCC alleged that he abused his office while he was CBN governor through alleged allocation of $4.5 billion and 2.8 billion naira. However, in his ruling, Oshodi held that the sureties, that is to bring 2 sureties, and those sureties must be gainfully employed and have paid the 3 years tax of the Lagos state government. He also ordered that the surety must show proper identification and be registered in Lagos State Bail Management System. The judge stressed that he was satisfied with the bail conditions of 1 million naira earlier given to Mr. Emefiele's co-defendant Henry Sioma Omoli, who is standing another charge before Justice Olufunke Sule-Hamzat in the Yaba Division of the Lagos High Court. He also maintained that the bail document must be transferred to the Special Offences Court and registered in the LSPMS. But now, Emefiele is on bail, 50 million naira. So, sir, what are they trying to say? If I want to go into politics, or if I want to go into any
if you want to go into any money, you make sure you embezzle enough of money. Look at the case of Ibori. Do you know how much Ibori embezzle? At the end of the day, they said you should go and pay 100,000 naira.
Can you imagine?
Ibori was released in Nigeria, was later apprehended in the USA. Now Ibori is still there. Yes. So somebody who stole a cup of rice, you say you should go for 6 years imprisonment.
Why don't you just restrict them of their movement? Take their freedom away from them and see how they will feel.
This country is in mess, and I believe one day the judgment shall rise against those that believe they consider themselves untouchable. Judgment shall rise. Just wait and see. You've forgotten about what happened during the NSAS. Nobody ignited it. We were just tired about it, police brutality that makes everybody to come out and say NSAS. Now it will surely come to that.
I think one thing they just need to know that everything has time. There is expiry date to everything we do in this life. So for as much as you are in power, you think that power will not go one day. It is a capital lie. It is a big no. Everything will expire, and those that are in government, thank God Nigeria is a 4-year term, not the ones that we are seeing a president using for something years on seat and all that. Do you know what would have actually happened in Nigeria?
The country would have been a mess.
The last but not the least, we have electricity tariff will reduce if exchange rate drops to 1,000 naira per
No problem. It's coming out to converse. It's coming out to converse Nigeria. In fact, it's a shameful thing for me to have had that kind of statement from him. You see, Adelabu, I wonder. I don't expect you where you are supposed to get wisdom from, and you got foolishness from that place. For Adelabu to have come out to say to is he seeking the favor of the president who elected him or who brought him into that seat?
I think it was the same person that said because the electricity tariff
is very low. That is the reason why we have freezers. That Nigeria have freezers in their house. So in their house, so we should go and throw our freezer away. The house you came out from, your father's house you came out from, there was no freezer there at all. You are now coming out to apologize for that kind of statement. That is medicine after death.
You're already taking it personal.
No. It's not a matter of taking it personal. You don't. When you had a statement from somebody that you don't expect that kind of statement to come, it is always painful.
Always
because you must think before you say anything now, because the kind of post you have is a very delicate post.
There is something I do say. For every human being, we have this thing called CPU, Central Processing Unit. And why did I say that? Before you bring out a word, you have to take it to that place.
To that place. You must have digested it.
How would it feel?
Feel.
How would they feel? I might be saying it from this point of view, people might not be seeing it from my own point of view. People might think that's why we are different sets.
In fact, the statement is too barbaric, and you have the ambition of becoming the Oyo State governor in Ibadan. I don't think how that one is going to be possible, because if you have been the governor of Oyo State, if probably you become the governor of Oyo State, what would have happened? You tell them, because you will tell the whole state that because the price of the fuel is low, they buy it at a very cheaper rate. That is why they are using vehicles. They should scrap their vehicles off from the road.
Now, Minister of Adebayo Adelabo had claimed that the electricity tariff that were recently increased will reduce if the exchange rate falls below 1,000 naira to $1. Adelabo made this comment when he appeared on Channels Television's Politics Today on Thursday. On April 3rd, the Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission (NERC) announced the removal of subsidy on the electricity consumed by Band A customers. Band A customers now pay 255 naira per kilowatt, a hike from 68 naira per kilowatt, while other maintains the old tariffs. But Adelabo has now given conditions for a possible reduction. The tariff is flexible. I can tell you, if the naira gains more and the exchange rate comes down below 1,000 naira to $1, it must positively affect the tariff, and the tariff, even for Band A, will come down below the 225 naira per kilowatt that we are currently charging.
Before you proceed further, have you ever seen anything that has been like in Nigeria that has ever come down? Have you ever seen that? Is it coming out to say this so Nigeria can think as if it's really working, or he wants to use this to eradicate that kind of statement that he have made out in the heart of the masses?
Oliwo said, and I quote, he said, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is actually working, and people are already seeing it in Nigeria that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's regime will be the first regime whereby dollar will go up and dollar will go down at the same time. That was what President Oluwofi said. And now, so I want to use that word answer your...
That during his own regime as the Minister of... he can actually bring it back. No worry. Don't worry. Let us wait and see what the pregnant time will give back to.
There are variable factors that go into the composition of the tariff, and we are not closing our eyes to it, Adelabo said. Those were his words, that if naira can actually come down, like dollar to naira can come below 1,000 naira, definitely those are in Band A that will be paying 225 naira per kilowatt. It will come down to probably 25 naira per kilowatt. He did not say that. That's what I'm saying. Or what do you expect? How would you feel if a per kilowatt is being sold for 25 naira? 25
naira from 68 naira. 68 naira to 225.
I'm just trying to bring the possibility.
During this hard time that Nigerian is facing, and there is no increment in salary till now.
Sir, you said something earlier. You said you believe that in this hardship, Nigeria will still be better. So I want to say, in that betterment, what would you feel if per kilowatt is being sold for 25 naira?
Yes, well, let us wait and see, because if per kilowatt is being sold for 25 naira in this country, then we believe we are going to have a better future, a better Nigeria. Okay. But with the look of things, I believe if you are introducing a policy, you must think about the side effect of the politics in the life of the masses. Now, number one, when you are introducing, you know, I've said it times without number, when Babalokan came on board, he didn't campaign concerning the issue of a fuel subsidy. When he had Peter Obi saying that he's going to remove fuel subsidy, he later said it, because Peter Obi said it in his campaign. When you now came on board, the first thing you would have done is that you see how you are going to find a way to ease the pain. Immediately you just announce that the fuel subsidy is gone, nothing to cushion the effect. Do you know how many times that Nigerian Labour Congress have been sitting together with the federal government at the end of the day?
Go in that aspect of this,
you know, Ajario have sold this right. He has nothing to say again.
Because these people, they are more, they've done us more harm than good. So I don't want to talk about this NLC. They fight for their own pocket. They are not fighting for the poor masses. Now, Baba Emilokon came on board and he removed the subsidy, and what did he do next? Baba flew out of the country. because I don't want to know what you people
are going through or what you people will say.
Maybe
if the country is going to...
I just believe Nigeria will be good one day. I have this positive mindset that Nigeria will be good one day. And that is if we actually work together hand in hand to actually make it work for our good. But if we still say, I don't care, if we want to keep on putting this I don't care attitude, and before Nigeria can actually be good, it starts from you and I. It starts from me, it starts from you. So it depends on what we do, the way we do, the way we react in the public, the way what we put out in public will actually determine if Nigeria will actually be good or not. Go to America. I love using America for an example. You see these people, when they wake up in the morning, the first thing they say is, God bless America.
America.
But me, when I wake up in America, I woke up again into this
country of a mess.
So we have to be positive.
And they said we should keep on praying for Nigeria, for good future of Nigeria.
Yeah,
this Adelabu is coming out to open his dirty mouth to say it out that because the tariff is very low. That is why we have freezer. Do you know how many people that opened their shop that it was only freezer that was there in their shop selling pure water and bottled water, selling mineral? Are you telling them to close up the shop and set their freezer to
pray for the betterment of Jerusalem? Those that love, this is our own Jerusalem. Nigeria is my Jerusalem. I believe Nigeria will be good one day, whether they at the top like it or not. One day I know transformation is going to take place.
Well, before our forefathers, they have been saying Nigeria will be better one day. Till now we have not seen anything. So is this how we are going to keep on saying Nigeria will be better till our next generation will come?
I know it will be. Ever since our forefathers have been saying it, we've never had something like NSAS before.
NSAS before, okay.
So that's why I said transformation is going to take
Another
place.
One is coming very soon.
When the transformation takes place,
let them expect the unexpected.
They would not expect it.
So be expecting the unexpected. You can use money to buy some G for yourself. You can send money. You can send a lot to your bank accounts for you to be able to enable you to enjoy your holidays. But Nigerians are in pain, nothing to cushion the effect of the pain in the life of the masses.
Once transformation is ready to take place, there is nobody that can. It's like once a dam opens up with force, who is going to stop it? Nobody. Alright, this is where we'll be ending today's news review. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, like I do see on our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok accounts at Wisdom Yard Online TV. Today is Friday. Don't dull it. I remain myself, Odruayo Adeliri. Thank you for joining me in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
So we'll come again on your screen on Monday. Be good and be fine. Bye.